Thanks for staying tuned to your station, the AfricaTelevision, and welcome to your program, Security Watch. Today, it's a great day to be alive. We're happy to bring this program to you today. Guess where we are? I'm so marveled because this is a beautiful lawn that you can relax here, have a lot of have your party, garden party for those who like fun in the evening, sit out and enjoy yourself. And it happened to be in the police headquarters in Edo State. You can see that the today police we have is a police that is modern, and maybe because the commissioner of police himself is a man of style. I will get to introduce him to you so that you see him better. He's been a man who believed that if something must be done, it must be to the best, and we have known him all the years for it. So today he will also be the guest on this program. We'll be having the chat with him as we end this year's program with you. This will be the last program of the year 2018. Looking forward to a bright and wonderful 2019 for our Christian brothers who celebrated Christmas. I say happy Merry Christmas in arrears and Happy New Year in advance. We know that the lessons of Christmas must have been so rewarding for every one of us. So today I have with me as a guest already the Commissioner of Police, Edo State Police Command. It's somebody that I always love to meet because there is one or two things you must get out, you must learn from him. I'm talking about CP Johnson Kokumo. So it's a pleasure to have you with us today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Patrick.
Yeah.
And welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. As I know, it must have been costing a lot of money to maintain these beautiful lawns and making the headquarters look so friendly and welcoming.
A healthy environment enhances productivity.
Great. Yeah, really, we decided to do this program here because there is something that touches us with Security Watch Africa, because in Edo State, for some people who know Edo State, previously the relationship between the Edo State government and the command had not been too wonderful, too fantastic. We must say that authoritatively. But the Commissioner of Police came in and he became so wonderful that behind us, we chose to use this as a background. It's an armored personnel carrier which was donated by the governor and a lot of other things which the CP will be telling us about. Let me hear from him, sir. In the last 1 week or thereabout, the past 1 week, you were able to make the state government to get committed to supporting the police command and setting up an agency or an operational team. What is it all about?
Yes, upon my arrival at Edo State, it was discovered that the state government needed to come in as a way of intervention to assist the police in a way of providing the wherewithal with which there could, of course, be better service delivery. So I met with the governor, who is ever willing and ready to do all within the capacity of government and, of course, in his own personal capacity to ensure that there is adequate security for lives and property in Edo State. So the governor and, of course, the government of Edo State chose to unveil a new security architecture codenamed Operation Waba Izigan. Waba Izigan is an indigenous name to say no to crime, no to criminals. This Edo State is not the place for crime and criminals, you know. So we were able to unveil Operation Waba Izigan, and this is a new security architecture in Edo State where we have 50 patrol vehicles, cars were commissioned for purpose of patrol. We also have 30 Hilux vans in addition to that, making 80. We also have ambulances that were equally commissioned and armored personnel carriers. All these, of course, are intended to make our job seamless. All these, of course, are intended to improve on our performance. All these are intended to ensure better service delivery on the part of the police.
Now, I'll get back to you because there's another. Before now, there was issue about marine police. You will tell us more about how you came about those states for years do not have marine police, but you brought it. But stay with me as I will go. Just we'll just bring you the report from the Nigerian army at this period when Nigeria demands security. If any part of Nigeria is lacking in terms of security or peace, then the whole Nigeria is affected. In the northeast, the Nigerian army is fighting tooth and nail to ensure that there is security. Sit back as we bring you this report when the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tuku Yusuf Buratai, had an interaction session and dinner with editors, publishers, and of media organizations in Maiduguri. He took them to Maiduguri, the front line of the situation, to see how things are. Sit back as we bring you this report, and his statement, his speech is quite thought-provoking. Sit back and listen.
The struggle to eradicate terrorism from Nigeria, which started about a decade ago, was the main thrust as media giants, editors, and publishers from both print and electronic media gathered in Maiduguri, Borno State. The Nigerian Army, under the leadership of the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tuku Yusuf Buratai, last weekend organized an interactive get-together with media executives to appreciate them and keep them abreast with the current situation in the fight against terrorism and other internal unrest in some states of the Federation. General Buratai emphasized that the media is a critical stakeholder as far as the business of security is concerned, that the current fight in the northeast is not between Boko Haram and the Nigerian army, but rather it is between Boko Haram and the Nigerian state. He sued for more support and patriotism on the part of editors as they are the final gatekeepers before information gets out to members of the public.
The Nigerian army is right now deeply engaged in fighting terrorism and insurgency and ensuring security in almost all the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. Like the rest of other sectors of the country, we do not have all the resources required to do as we wish. There is no doubt the government is doing all it could to ensure that we are well equipped, trained to carry out our duties. However, considering that we are in a state of war, there is need to further enhance the funding of the military. You should always remember that while the rest of us live in our air-conditioned rooms with all the comforts, the soldiers out there ensuring that nothing untoward happens to us. The institution that does this deserves the total support of the media and the people Nigerians. The Nigerian Army has been involved in various internal security operations in this country. This results in closer interaction with the public, which in turn affects professionalism and our relationship with members of the public. We appreciate the public's continued support, encouragement, and understanding as we deal with the myriad of security challenges in this country. I want to emphasize that you play a vital role in security and national development. Once again, while we fight with the guns to protect society, you fight with your pens to do the same. Consequently, fighting without one another can be compared to fighting with one hand tied behind your back.
The army henchman said Boko Haram have since been degraded, that what is currently going on in the northeast is a regrouping of a different terrorist sect sponsored by faceless people with the intention of causing mayhem on the Nigerian people.
Terrorism, as it is, terrorism globally, the whole world is still fighting terrorism. If they don't come you see how they just change it. It's deliberate. Somebody is pulling the string somewhere. At one point, the Boko Haram changed to ISWA. So even if we say that Boko Haram has been defeated, the next one is ISWA. So we are fighting ISWA, strictly speaking. Seriously speaking, Boko Haram, with the so-called journey with the Islamic State, converting them or making them now a province here in West Africa, it becomes another phase. It's no longer the Boko Haram fight. So even if you say now, yes, you have a deadline to clear the ISWA, I tell you, it's one of the issues I wanted to raise earlier, that ISWA, as they are going, and I assure you ISWA will go. And those that are pulling the string somewhere else, they will create another body. And that's how it goes. So we cannot tell you precisely this is when this crisis, in terms of, the global nature of terrorism, you cannot say at a different time. But I assure you, Boko Haram as it is originally has not been degraded, and we are dealing with another phase of terrorism. And we are strategizing to see how we can confront that aspect. It is the same, degrading, the psychological, preaching or trying to now change the psyche of everybody that cares to listen or to watch them. That they are making it look as if it is it's no longer Boko Haram only, but you have this group, and they are formidable. They are very strong. And unfortunately, this psychological effect has been permeated and entered into our troops' minds. And they feel that they are so powerful, they are so strong. But I tell you, what we are fighting now is psychological war. The real tactical and operational war has virtually, been, contained. But unfortunately also, because of the psychological aspect, they now make our troops to feel and tell everybody, including, unfortunately, majority of Nigerians, that Boko Haram, they are still very strong. Otherwise, there is no basis for us, or there is no basis, or there is no reason why what happened in Italy, have happened.
High point of the get-together was an interactive session where editors and publishers asked questions and made contributions on how best the Nigerian military can win the war on insurgency and at the same time win the hearts of Nigerians. Ernest Enuneku, Security Watch Africa, Maiduguri, Borno State.
Yeah, welcome back. You heard it. There's need for us all to support all the security agencies, those who are in the front line fighting for all you and I to sleep with our two eyes closed. We are still here in the beautiful compound of the Edo State Police Command with the Commissioner of Police, CP Johnson Kokumo. So earlier on, I mentioned about issue of marine police. For some people who do not know, Edo State also has waterways. Some people may think it doesn't have waterways, but tell us, how come now that Edo has marine police?
It will interest you that on my arrival here, I discovered Delta State had marine police base, Ondo State had marine police base. Surprisingly, Edo State, with its waterways, creeks, had no marine police base. So I quickly got in touch with the governor. I made the governor to know that it was possible for Delta and of course Ondo states to push their criminals off their waterways onto Edo State waterways. Then he said he was really prepared to do the needful for us to have a marine police on Edo waterways. So I went back to the Inspector General of Police, and I'm very, very grateful. This is an opportunity for me to express my gratitude to the Inspector General of Police, IGP Ibrahim Kotu Idris, for his swift response. The very day I made an application for the establishment of police marine in Edo State was that same day that the IGP gave an express approval, and all he did was to call on the DIG operations that the operations of marine police should commence with immediate effect on Edo waterways. And here we are, ever since we have had the marine police on Edo waterways. People in the riverine areas now in Edo State can sleep with their two eyes closed. Not only those in the riverine areas who are able to sleep with their two eyes closed, even those in the hinterlands, those in the
mainland.
society, in the mainland, generally, we have a situation in Edo State which is a complete departure of what it was before my assumption of duty. People can now sleep with their two eyes closed.
Because sometimes in the past, when people are being kidnapped, they use the waterways to ferry them away.
That had been a source of escape
in the
escape
past.
route for the kidnappers who come through the waterways onto the land to kidnap their victims and ferry them through the waterways.
We must say kudos to you, to the IGP, and to the Edo State government. Yeah, we have been around from the Christmas period to this time. The New Year is here around the corner. Today is Friday, just a few days to the New Year. And we'll see people moving around. It seems the whole world have come to Edo State to enjoy Christmas. And we're asking people, how has it been? How did they feel a sense of security? And their response has been positive. How were you able to put the security in place?
We continue to be proactive in our approach. We put proactive measures in place to prevent commission of crimes, and where the proactive measures fail, we'll go after them, putting in place high-tech investigations, community intelligence-led community policing. All these have assisted us tremendously in ensuring that we provide adequate security for lives and property in Edo State. Don't forget, outside the conventional policing style, we have at the level of each local government in Edo State what we call farmers, headers, security, peace security committee. This is completely different from the statutory security committee at the level of the local government. This is something unique. This is something peculiar to Edo State. And what is the purpose of this headers, farmers, peace security committee? The purpose essentially is to address the problems emanating from the interaction between headers and farmers. Headers will always complain of farmers not allowing them to graze. Farmers will always complain of headers coming onto their farms to destroy their economic crops. So we have evolved a means of tackling that problem here in Edo State. And this we have at the level of the local government is replicated at the level of the state, where the state governor himself, His Excellency Mr. Godwin Obaseki, is the chairman. We have representatives of the headers, and we also have the representatives of the farmers, so that issues are addressed at the nick of time, nipped in the bud, before they snowball into big crisis.
Okay. Yes, sir. We'll get back to you. We'll look at there was a situation in Igara area, but your mayor rose up to the challenge, the bank issue, and we're able to recover a lot of money. We'll get back to you on that, but while we'll go to our viewers. Viewers, you are welcome to, you are still on the program Security Watch Africa. In the past, police have been crying of shortage of manpower. It's on record that since the advent of this present government of President Muhammadu Buhari, according to the IGP, 36,000 brand new police officers have been pumped into the system, policemen, the rank and file. But recently in Kano, there was a personal parade of and commissioning of 602 officers. They are no longer cadet, they are now assistant inspectors, assistant superintendent of police have been pumped into the Nigerian police force. Security Watch Africa was there with the Inspector General of Police and a lot of other senior police hierarchy and the Commander-in-Chief himself, President Muhammadu Buhari, for the commissioning. But a night before the commissioning, the IGP and his management team with Security Watch present had a dinner with this then cadet assistant superintendent of police, now assistant superintendent of police. Sit back as we bring you this report from that dinner with the Inspector General of Police.
The Assembly Hall of the Nigerian Police Academy, Polak Wudi Kano, venue of the dinner and social night of the regular cadet course 1 with the Inspector General of Police IGP Ibrahim Kosu Idris was an event to remember for the 602 Cadet Assistant Superintendents of Police, ASPs. It was an evening which provided room for the cadets to meet the Inspector General of Police and principal officers of the Nigerian Police Force, who were present to celebrate with the cadets after 5 years of rigorous training and academic works. The IGP in his speech congratulates the 602 cadet officers who completed their training program out of the 765 that were enrolled in 2013. He, however, admonished the cadet to listen to the words of elders and veterans in the field of law enforcement to guide them in their policing responsibilities. The IGP Idris also warned that the cadets should avoid corrupt practices, not allowing themselves to be tempted to divert the course of justice.
The Nigerian Police Force creeds will guide you in performing your duties. These creeds are as follows. We shall police the country based on international core values of policing integrity. We shall ensure that rule of law prevails in all our actions and activities. We shall respect diversity, display courage, show compassion, and demonstrate professionalism. Know that the police is a honorary job where you serve the needy and the helpless in society. As you serve and protect, God will uplift and take you to the peak of your career. Congratulations, all of you.
In his welcome remarks, the Commandant of the Academy, Assistant Inspector General of Police, AIG Yakub Jibril, thanked the IGP for his support throughout the program.
The cadets are now ready with vigor to serve our great nation Nigeria as agents of change. By their training they have received, they are better positioned to carry out their statutory mandate with courage, zeal, and determination. The Inspector General of Police, sir, it is my singular honor and privilege to present to you 602 reformed, mobile, innovative, effective, efficient, and young civil cadets for the police regimental dinner.
The leader of the regular cadet course 1, Cadet ASP Shaibu Aminu Ndabawa, thanked the IGP and his management team for all the support they have received and assured the IGP that they will use the opportunity given to them to the best of their abilities.
Sir, I want to assure you that the opportunity given to us to become leaders of the ambition great Nigeria will be fully utilized. We are ever ready to serve with the best of our abilities to contribute our best in ensuring Nigeria becomes free from all forms of negative social crisis.
The regular cadet course 1 later presented prizes to some of their instructors who have positively impacted their lives. A moment of silence was observed in honor of Cadet ASP Itwa from Edo State, who passed on during the training.
May his gentle soul rest in peace, and may the good Lord be with his family.
High point of the event was wining and dining by the cadets and the police management team. Shuli Daniels, Security Watch Africa, Wudil, Kano State.
Welcome back. You can see these are young men and women. Yeah, in the past, you know, you used to have people get into the police without having any encumbrances. They don't have any liability. They are not married yet, but something happened along the line. They start allowing those who even have children to join the police. But now it has been resuscitated. Kudos to the Inspector General of Police and the President Muhammad Buhari for bringing this young, vibrant, and like you heard them say, they are able to make sure that Nigeria is well policed. Thank you very much for joining us on the program this week. We really appreciate your time, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we've been talking with the Commissioner of Police, Edo State Police Command, CP Johnson Kokumo. By the time he's appearing in public, I'm sure he will add MNI to his name. So it's a thing of joy. Until we come here again next week, I would say thanks for staying tuned and bye for now.